baby, we got a wild one for you this week.
One might even call it oddly.
This week we got special guest Yvie Oddly, and we're talking all about their new book, All About Yvie.
We're talking about a move to Brooklyn, artistic integrity, touring the world and sucking at a security booth.
We're talking, did my nipple get bigger? And we're also discussing fun sex talks, and we play a fun game of
Slant My Name. Bloopity bloop bloop.
Enjoy. Did my nipple
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you sloppy, you stupid little you not so you dirty little you stupid little Welcome to Sloppy Seconds, the Big Dipper and Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
banquet.
Like the chicken?
Wait, what?
Banquet chicken? Isn't that like a frozen chicken brand?
Oh, I didn't know that. I just feel like we're at a banquet.
I feel like I've worn this on, like this exact
You sure have, but you
outfit
look
before.
fancy, and we're a fan of reusing fashions.
Yes, absolutely.
We don't need to be throwing things away after one use.
No, I used to do that all the time.
I know that.
And now I'm like, maybe it's
But
okay.
not, you didn't throw it away. You would gift
I
it.
would gift it to,
Or
or
sell
I
it.
would call it throwing it away, but that's when you give it to a baby queen.
Mm-hmm. You look so fancy.
Specifically, Linda Recessionista.
Or Barbara Wire.
Barbara,
But
well,
she's way
she
too
basically
skinny.
doesn't do drag anymore.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. Just haven't seen her out and about.
Just because she hasn't appeared in your world, you think she's quit a profession?
That's pretty much how it works for me, yes.
All right. Why don't you bring on our special guest today?
The winner of Drag Race Season 11, Legendary. And a joy to have back on our TVs for the all-winner season of All Stars Drag Race All-Stars. She's the kooky, the ooky, the spooky. You can't help but love her. Please welcome to the stage, Yvie Oddly.
Yvie!
Ooh, bow, 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 bow. I made that all up in the moment.
I really loved it. I think I need that to be my on the road. She's the ookie, the kooky. She'll touch your mother's. No.
No. No, but
She
you
did
know what
it
it
all
reminds
for
me
the
of?
nookie.
That-
Remember that?
That.
Okay, remember the video of Sharon Needles painting Alyssa Edwards?
On James St.
On James
James's-
St. James things, and she was like, "Oh, it's the ookie, the kooky, the ookie, the ookie, spooky," and she just went on for like an hour saying,
No, but
"You haven't seen that?"
well,
gonna get that.
specifically because I got super distracted when you said Alyssa Edwards painting Sharon Needles. I
No,
was like,
Sharon
"Where's
Needles-
that video?"
Other way around.
It's other way around.
So
on the World of
Sharon's
Wonder
the sloppy
page.
bottom.
Sharon's
Sure,
painting.
Sharon's painting, so she's
Yeah,
the
she's-
top. She's the forceful top.
Wait,
And she at one point,
if
Sharon painted Alyssa.
yeah,
and it
but
was
if
scary.
Sharon is painting, then she's a sloppy
oh, because
bottom.
you mean like out of her.
Yes, god damn it.
She's talking about
And all
Dudukaka.
this and more can be covered in your book. All about Yvie.
Wow,
the sloppy
you're jumping
bottom.
right there. It's a slow
Whoa.
burn because the book's on pre-sale.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
How
we'll
are
get
you?
to
How
it.
you been?
Hi, welcome.
Well, as I've said in my book. No, I'm pretty Skippy. I'm pretty Skippy.
Skippy, like
Skippy,
the peanut butter?
Skippy.
Skippy like the peanut butter, or like a senior during the final classes, and they know.
Oh,
Because maybe they
senioritis.
Yeah.
do not go. Senioritis.
Yeah, Skippy.
I love your hair today.
Thank you.
And this type
It's
of
giving
hair is having
Courtney
a
act.
moment right now because Courtney has been pushing this red wig on her Instagram.
Wait, is Courtney coming from my?
and
Yes, she
then
is.
and then Tia Coffee has been wearing hair like this. Oh,
Not
your
the earring
your
again.
earring.
Girl, I can't keep an earring. My holes
It's
are
like
too
yesterday
sloppy.
all over again.
Yeah. Oh.
But you are the orange pixie cut doll.
You
Okay,
invented the look.
I legitimately did invent this look because growing up in the drag community, everyone was like, little hair is for ugly
Mhm.
and you don't want to be an ugly you have to wear big hair. But I never did. I remained true to my ugly roots. I even lent Willow this wig for a year, you know.
For
year
a
that-
year, that same wig?
The
Is
ye-
that a Lee
the year she won. Lee what? Like
from Arta Wigs?
she is hair store, beauty corner.
Oh.
Almost human.
Real.
Oh, that's real? That's human?
She's almost human.
Well, I had a wonderful time with you yesterday, but before that, the last time I saw you was in New York.
Oh, you mean that concrete
Concrete
jungle?
jungle. There's
And you
nothing
just moved to New
can't
York.
do.
I did.
She moved to Brooklyn.
I
She's a
did.
Brooklyn diva.
Yeah,
now.
and Brooklyn is like different than New York.
Yeah.
'Cause
Did
when
you
you
know
see
it's
that
a
it's-
separate city?
Yeah.
Well, it's a borough in New York City.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
like kind of different.
Okay.
It's kind of different. Like, when you say New York, you picture like all the skyscrapers and the Statue of Liberty and like Taylor Swift
Start
dancing in
spreading the
Times
news.
Square.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Or a big hot dog in Times Square.
And
Mhm.
we don't have none of that in Brooklyn because
Oh, yeah.
we have. I don't know what we have yet, bitch.
You haven't been there long
You're
enough.
fresh off
You've
the
got the
plane.
most vegan restaurants in any borough.
We do. I hear the pretty good too.
Great stinky
Mhm.
Why stinky?
That's also
It's
what I hear.
Brooklyn.
Because you're walking around all day.
You gotta walk around all day.
You're
You
on
get
the
a little
train all
steamed
day.
up.
You got that
Wait until you
MTA
have
gig.
that nice Brooklyn summer when it's nice and hot and sticky. I hope you got air
Oh.
conditioning.
I do, mama.
Oh.
What prompted the move? And was the move from Colorado?
Yeah,
You've been in Denver since we met you. The world met you.
Since the world met me, I've been in Denver. I was really adamant on not moving post all the shenanigans and because I was like, well, now that I'm super ultra elite famous, I should be able to be successful no matter where I'm based out of.
We
Mhm.
love a pipe dream.
Yeah, it was the sexiest pipe dream. Like obviously the reality is if you want to be like working, growing, doing you can't just stay in your small pond.
But you did. I mean, you literally went and worked the entire world.
You worked the world, diva.
I did, but now it's time for me to work on myself. Ooh.
In a
Sometimes the
concrete
biggest
jungle.
journey
Yeah.
Because you
is
know what?
within.
That's where dreams are made.
That is where dreams are made.
What
of.
dreams have come true since you've moved to New York? Winning Fat Slut?
Winning Fat Slut specifically.
We got to talk about that.
I can't even believe you stuck a meatball in your butt
It was homage to you.
and then you popped it out and then you ate it.
That was really homage to you.
Then you also,
And then you also
took
took
a
a whole-
whipped cream can
Oh, stuck it
and
up
you
your
put the
butt.
nozzle up your butt and you squirted it.
But you weren't upside down, so all you were getting was that
Nitrous.
Yeah,
nitrous
just I didn't.
oxide.
I didn't.
Did you get a
realize-
little high from it?
I got a lot of high. My asshole. It's been.
I'm sure it was like frozen after that.
Oh yeah. It was.
What do they call that? Whip it?
Whip it.
Whippets.
Whip it?
Yeah.
The other person did it too.
Wait,
And-
they did too?
yeah, I think they actually did it before you, and you didn't see them do it, and then you pulled it off more successfully.
I was gonna say, sorry, I have better showmanship, bitch.
I will say you really did. And as I was watching from the side stage, I was like, oh, Yvie is, first of all, clear front runner, definitely one no
Gonna
matter
win.
what.
Yeah.
But I was watching what you were doing because, like, there's at a certain point, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
It's like
But
take
you
the
did things
food
that I
and
didn't
put
know.
it near or on or in your genitals. And you were doing a thing where you were like, here's the food, audience. Should I do something with it?
Yes, you
were
made
like
it an act.
showing and then like
Yes.
touching and teasing, and then you did the act. Whereas other people would, I'm animated now.
Yeah.
Other people would like grab it and touch it and shove it, and then it's like you couldn't actually see what was going on. So you were really telling a story.
You told a story. You involved the audience, which I think is something that not a lot of contestants do. They get up there and they're just like,
Well, only the famous elite would know how to do that.
the famous elite. But the other guy did something you didn't do, which was he did put his dick on the hot dog bun and present it as though it was food.
Hot dog in a bun.
Wow.
I
Yeah. I mean,
know.
that is pretty.
Specifically
next
after
level.
his boyfriend had texted him, please don't show your
Relationships are fun.
relationships are
Yeah.
just it's a tapestry of joy.
Meanwhile, my husband was the one like begging me not to compete because he knew I was gonna shove things in my ass.
But look, now you have a Statue of Liberty trophy from Times Square where Taylor Swift famously danced.
It's true, and he just has genitals without like a UTI, because he didn't go shove random. Seriously, my asshole was curdled for like
I bet. So much sugar up there.
it was pretty gnarly.
Oh God,
That'll
I'm
get
like,
you.
That'll get you going, girl.
Well, the sickest part is that I took some trade home with my husband from that night.
You were covered in mess.
It was disgusting.
I'm sorry, you got a towel and access to a private bathroom. You
Did
could
she
have
use it
cleaned up.
though?
I don't know. I had never seen a cheesecake move its way from the front of someone's underwear all the way to the back like that.
That's because those were those good Amazon underwear.
And I want to hear about your trade, but that moment when it moved to the back was it was referential of a very problematic moment in cinematic history.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? Yes!
Oh my god!
That's exactly what I thought!
I figured those of us of a certain generation would be like, that's that.
That's that
Visual.
moment.
Wow, that was actually one of my favorite
was one of my-
transphobic movies.
When you go
ever.
back and look at stuff, it's just awful. Everything is bad.
Everything's bad.
Wait, so would the trade eat
How
the
was the
curdled
trade?
whipped cream off your bunghole?
Or did you just get to watch
No,
your partner?
no, we shared. It was lovely because there was this guy who I'd actually been for a couple of weeks, but my husband really isn't into. I was like, yeah, but
Yeah.
represents like how much you can take.
Sure.
And so he like met us at the club, saw me shove all of your foods up my asshole, and then clearly was so horny that he like sat through the curdled Uber ride, waited for me to shower, and then let me and my man him.
Well, and he was probably well prepared, so it was like, this night is not going to waste.
He was not the only one. I douched for all that food. You know, I'm not trying to out a meatball that's not 100%
Oh, you
clean.
had a plan.
Oh
She
yeah,
knew.
I
You knew ahead of time.
Oh
She
yeah.
It felt like spur of the moment.
It
She-
was-
She knew she was an alternate.
I mean,
We had maybe texted beforehand.
I'm sitting here asking you to text her, and you say we don't text.
Or sorry, Instagram message
No,
beforehand.
It's true. It wasn't it.
It was kind of made for the moment.
Oh,
But I really wanted
So you think you're clever?
But I really wanted to surprise everybody, and I wanted Josh and Aaron to not know that it was coming.
It felt
Because you were like
very-
hanging out with them beforehand, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they can't know, they can't know.
I mean, it super surprised me. Like you already had all the contestants on stage. I was like going out for a smoke or some shit. They're like, is Yvie Oddly still here? And that thirsty ass little attention whore in me like knocked over everyone. And like, I'm still.
You put a cigarette out in someone's eye.
Get
You're
out
like,
of
Get
my
out of the way.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, that was fast.
It's always fast.
Ooh.
Not That's not fast.
I mean, it
It
can be.
We'll be right back. Dear cat parents, we know you're obsessed with your cat. Admit it. If we looked at your camera roll, it would be 90% pictures of your feline friend. You give them the best. But if you're honest, you struggle to keep their litter box clean. Have you ever heard of Litter Robot?
Have you, Diva?
Baby, Litter Robot sent me over one of these baddies. It's incredible. It cleans the litter for you. You don't have to scoop the poop out, which is kind of something that when you own a cat is something you forget about, or you have to have like a separate bin next to the litter
Right.
box where you just collect cat poop and then eventually throw it out. This does all the work for you. So I haven't had to pick up my cat's poop for like a week because cat will go poop. The robot itself knows that it happened. It kind of spins a little, it makes a little like noise, not loud, and then the poop's gone. And it collects it all in this bin underneath it. So then later, when it's time to like throw it out, you don't have some extra bin just sitting in your hallway stinking it up, traps the odor in it down there, and you just throw the bag away.
I love that. Litter Robot's self-cleaning technology automatically cleans after every use, so your cats will always have a fresh bed of litter to do their business, and your friends won't think your house smells weird like a litter box.
Yeah, the Litter Robot is the solution to all of your problems.
And it will send you a notification to your phone when it needs to be emptied. It even gives you data and insights to stay on top of your cat's health.
So join the over 1 million happy pets and pet parents who've upgraded to Litter Robot. It doesn't get any easier than this, and your cat will thank you.
As a special offer to listeners of the show, go to stopscooping.com/sloppy and enter promo code SLOPPY to save an extra $50 on any Litter Robot bundle.
That's an extra $50 off any Litter Robot bundle at stopscooping.com/sloppy and enter promo code SLOPPY at checkout.
Stopscooping.com/sloppy and enter promo code SLOPPY.
We're back.
She's warm today.
Yeah, vocalizing.
All I did today was get ready.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Me.
Not like that.
me,
Just
me.
shave. I took a shower and I put makeup on and I showed up here.
Same.
What'd you do?
I took my first shower in like 3 days.
Okay.
In Brooklyn.
So you're a Voss girl, yeah?
I am a Voss girl.
What was that like on that tour?
On
Because you did how many of them?
like the Work the World tour?
Yeah.
Mm.
I did at least like a leg of that tour every year for the last 4 years.
That is crazy.
That's insane to me.
We've had people like, we had let me think of all the Voss girls we had. Diabetti, we had Laganja, we had Laganja's not a Voss girl, but she worked the world.
Yeah, she's an alternate.
And we had Deja, and then we all talked.
I don't know who's a Voss or who's a
Honestly.
what's it.
No,
They're
I'm
all-
just these are people we talked about working
working
the
the
world
world with.
and we talked about like production value and like playing these big venues. Did you explore the cities that you were in when you were traveling, or you don't
Or
really
just
have
the
time to
men's
do
holes.
Well, I mean, you always have to explore the holes to truly get to know this city.
Mm.
that? Sure.
That, like, you have to taste the local culture.
The flavor.
Yeah.
The culture.
I actually did. I did explore it at least quite a bit when we got time. A lot of those cities are like, you get in and you're only there until you do the show that night. So
Right.
if there was like a cool cathedral or Cologne or some shit, I don't know. I followed the other drag queens around.
Mm.
I don't want to make plans.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing the research. I always just tell me where to go.
Yeah, are you kidding?
I don't buy that from you. I feel like if you knew you had like
When I'm
6
alone, that's like what I do. But if there's
But
like a group
A
of girls,
posse
You're
of
gonna
bitches
socialize.
just
I'm gonna be like,
there.
where are we going? What are we doing? But then
Yeah.
every girl's probably gonna take 25 minutes longer to get ready than you think they are.
I mean, that's the nature of the thing. So you actually never get to see any city. Anyways, you're like, okay, guys, we have 3 days until the show. Okay, I'll be right down. I'm just gonna shower. Anyone want to smoke a blunt? Has anyone heard where my headphones went? like,
and then you just spend the entire time in the hotel lobby.
That's why,
true.
yeah. The last time I went on like one of the big tours, it was just me and Nina West were always the two that were ready. So we would always go to a
Mhm.
museum and see something or do something, and then get back to the hotel, and then everyone else was ready.
all the
to
other
go
bitches
out.
would be
Yeah.
like, yes, I'm ready for breakfast.
But that's how, yeah, like
What do you get?
See what I told you. And then
then you were in Vegas,
Right, 'cause
And I
you-
saw you in the Vegas show.
you inaugurated, right? What's the-
Yeah.
Oh,
I was there for one of the early ones.
Oh, so you got to see it back when everything was crunchy except for me.
I don't know if it was. Oh well,
Ooh.
you weren't crunchy. Yeah, that's for sure.
What number
you
did
were-
you do?
She was swinging around on
Mhm.
a rope, and she had like this outfit with all these ostrich feathers.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
wanted to do like some mimey trapeze bullshit. I really wanted them to like fly me around through
I
the
thought
air
you.
and
I
shit.
kept on waiting for you to just be like, whoa.
Apparently, they didn't have the capability of making that work without
Back
it being
then.
a danger to my life.
But you can't break your bones.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys, just push me off. Snap my neck, mother.
Snap my
Flush me
But
down
what
the
was it like
toilet.
being like one of the first people in that show?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Hey.
But like, because now I know they add numbers, they change numbers, they switch people in and out all the time. But back then, it seemed like it was the one solid cast.
I mean, I think what they moved towards now is halfway what their dream was and halfway what they had to do, because they really wanted bitches who were gonna be there for like 6 months to a year. It's just once the girls got to Vegas, they were like, "Oh my god, I'm not staying here," and you claw to get out.
How long were you in Vegas?
Before the pandemic, I did 4 months of hard time there.
Right.
And then
yeah.
immediately after filming All Stars 7, I flew right back to Vegas and did another 6 months. So I feel like I'm one of the bitches who's been there the longest.
Yeah.
Well, no one's gonna beat Derek Barry.
Or Asia.
Okay.
They
Mm.
they are woven into the fabric of that
Yeah.
show.
I mean, that's because Derek really is Las Vegas, and Asia's just trying to get her HGTV gig on. She's like, "Oh, you mean I can have a house and like a steady job?" Like she's cooking and doing her Martha Stewart bullshit.
Oh, you saw Derek yesterday.
She was just there
Yeah,
helping out. She was, well, in her words, I came to help Naomi, so that's why I didn't fix your shoes. And I looked at her and I went, "You really are a villain. You really
And
are a
she
villain."
smiled at you with those
She-
blue eyes.
Yes, she did. And I've never seen her with stubble. I was like, "Who are you?"
Mhm.
Derek.
Oh
Derek.
no. Oh,
Hey,
Derek.
Did you do any of those?
I know she got sorry.
What? Really? I feel like Derek is the one who's getting double plowed. She's in that threesome.
It's always the double plow bottoms that got the big old hog meats. You hear me, Derek?
She does have a meaty tuck.
Let's talk about your fashion sensibility, Yvie.
Ooh, that's a strong word choice. Sensibility.
Yeah, sensibility, uniqueness,
Nerve?
style,
Talent?
vision.
horror filth.
You have a lot of inventive looks. You push the boundary.
You have a mustache now.
You have unique silhouettes. You invented this hair.
I did invent this hair.
Do you feel pressure to live up to like a certain vibe when you go places or do gigs?
It depends on how much they're paying. Like, oh, this is like a $500 for a local bar. Like, you guys are getting what I want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're cashing out the multiple, I can't do the math, but however many
Sure.
zeros is like multiples, then I'm more inspired. No, actually, deeper than that. Drag Race is the last time I channeled all of my artistic energy into presenting myself visually in a way to try and make a statement. Like, that is my drag, but bitch, I don't have time for that on the road.
Well,
Right.
but when you were on the Voss tours, like the Halloween tours, you were always giving a new crazy look and number.
Yeah, but that's just like art, you know. This
Yeah.
this is just like the same shit I do every
Is
day.
that part of why you moved to Brooklyn, to feel more re-inspired and like get back into it?
Not even really. I moved to Brooklyn because every time I did go to New York, I ended up working with artists in Brooklyn. The culture seemed to be happening in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really don't want to like pressure myself to do any of the shit that I did on the show because I did a lot of adapting myself in order to try and win. You
Right.
know, I did polishing myself. I did putting everything into one look to try and win. It worked once. It did not work the other time. And when I'm out making art, when I'm out performing, my goal shouldn't be like, oh my God, well, the fans think that this is the coolest outfit. It should be
Right.
like, how do I want to feel?
Yeah.
And what the do I want to say right how?
Totally.
You should, do you still have that little orange hat? You ever bust her out?
Mm-hmm.
Let the kids know?
The little
I
orange
do.
hat.
The little orange hat.
You know, it was like the little, and it had like a little,
Yeah,
it looked like that, but hard.
But a hat.
It's
It
I
looked
told
like
you I
that,
invented this wig,
but a hat.
including the blueprint.
What?
But you know
What
what I
is
think is
Oh, you go.
I was just gonna say I think it's interesting when a freak or a weirdo wins Drag Race, right? Like because they always do that, right? They're always talking about, oh, this is the pageant queen, and this one's the underdog, and they play with types.
Yeah.
And we have all these different types of queens who have won Drag Race. I always think it's interesting. It really started with Jinx when there's this idea that sort of an underdog or an outlier is not as focused or calculated as maybe a pageant queen's package is. And it's so interesting that what you're saying is like you were adapting and refining and sort of moving in a strategic way because you had your sights set on the crown.
Yeah.
And I think people go like, oh, they just sort of fell into it because Rue thinks they're quirky and weird and like likes it. It's like the internet discourse about both you and your sister Willow are like those bitches were coming for next from the jump. Like the one that was always like Willow didn't tell anyone she could dance
Correct.
or choreograph.
You told her, you let her know the secret.
I didn't even really have to. I mean, Willow and I our family because she's one of the smartest, most creative, like hardworking bitches in Denver, and that's what it takes to win the show. And you just have to apply that with looking for what they're looking for out of you.
Right.
Like people really do get butt hurt and hung up on critiques that judges will give one specific girl and not apply to another, and it's like that's because they're trying to harvest something specific out of you, and if what you're serving is the thing that speaks the most to the people of the world right now, then you're going to win. Like it's a people pleasing game, but to
Right.
get there, you also have to please the judges. You have to be smart. It takes
Yeah.
a smart bitch. Even a dumb bitch. Even a dumb bitch has to have some smarts to win. Like,
Yeah.
who's the dumbest bitch who's won that show?
I don't think I'm
Ooh,
allowed
okay, let's
to
go
say that
down a
out
list
loud.
of winners.
I feel bad because I feel like it might be me.
I don't
you
think
just proved your
anybody's been
point.
dumb.
No, I don't think there have been any dumb winners.
I don't think there's been any
Oh,
dumb
you have someone in your
contestants.
brain?
Well, in my mind,
Uh-oh.
No.
Say it in
Well,
your
like-
mind.
no, like,
Who are you going to
Ooh.
say? I think I know who you were going to say.
who do you think I was gonna say?
Tyra.
No. So you think she's dumb?
I said I think
I
that's
said
what you were
my
gonna say.
winner in
Oh.
my mind. What's your go-to outfit when you go to the club?
Jockstrap.
And you've collaborated a lot with Zero Waste Daniel, who is a friend of the pod.
Yes.
We love him.
Yes, Me too.
We started the show talking about reusing fashions.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because I'm going to recycle this outfit a couple more times, but the plastic is falling apart.
It's
You
okay.
get to keep her till the plastic falls apart. Use her for a number about falling apart, and then get out of drag on
There
stage,
it is. There's a
revolutionary
hole.
That's
style.
emotional. That's manipulative.
There's a hole.
Yeah, Zero Waste Daniel does incredible work and has been working a lot with Queens recently. You guys collaborated on some looks for your tour.
Yeah, Zero Waste Daniel actually did all the looks for my tour.
Oh, a
Oh.
sustainable queen.
No.
Do you like the environment or do you just like his style?
What if the answer is neither? Like, what if it's like I just want to or something?
Listen,
Also
we
no.
love honesty.
Also-
I love the honesty.
We like all those answers.
No, I do. I mean, I'm a human being on a planet that is burning out. So I like the environment, but I'm also a drag queen. So I acknowledge that, everything I do is really about me.
Mhm.
So if I can make me look really good while saving the planet, then I've done my job. I get a gold star. Somebody slap my ass and give me a sticker or whatever.
And while we're speaking about saving the trees, let's talk about your book.
Oh yeah.
All About Yvie,
Oh.
Into the Oddity.
Wow.
How did this book come up for you? Who was like, we need to hear more from you?
Oh!
Wait,
Oh my god. Well, not you apparently.
I'm going to buy one. I'm going to read it. I own all the drag queen books.
Ooh, well then this should be interesting for you because I do nothing but trash all of their books in my book. My book is 500 pages of this bitch, her book, burn it to the ground.
That's more of a reason for me to buy it. I love that.
I know. And then I tell you which ones have tried to sleep with me and which ones I've let.
Monet Exchange.
I don't think
Was
she-
it her?
I don't think she has tried to sleep with me. I'm
Oh.
very sad.
I'm hoping she tries to sleep with me.
She's got so much cushion for so much pushing
Yeah, that BBL is really sitting nice.
for years. I'll take it.
So, how did the book come about?
Oh shit.
What made you want to write a book?
It's here.
We're here.
I wanted to write a necklace. Oh my god, we better not be here. I'm not changing any lives today, mama.
Just your own.
No, I wanted to write a book because I think what really sold me to people on Drag Race, the reason why I was a winner wasn't even necessarily because my drag is good. It's because I'm a very emotional bitch.
Mm.
and as more than people coming up to me and telling me how much they like to lip sync or they like a look, I get a lot of people who really relate to some aspect of my story on the show. And that show is so short that I was like, well, you know what? I've had a whole 25 years of life before and 5 after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down. I remember 9/11.
I was about to kill myself. I was about to kill myself.
I just wanted to put it out there and allow people to get to know me even more. It scares me so much because I do like my privacy, but I also felt like it would be a good way of looking in the mirror and trying to figure out what the my journey means to me, you know?
Well, I mean, what was the process of writing it like? Did you have like a helper? And
Yeah.
were they trying to dig deep into some childhood traumas?
So
Michael Bach.
yeah, Michael Bach,
Oh, I see
who's
it there right under your name.
a best-selling Canadian author.
Canada.
Canada. I mean, not for much long. He's moving to Palm Springs. He's gay retiring.
After selling this book, he will be.
He came to me with the idea of writing all of this and gathering the interviews. So for I want to say a year we were in conversation and
Wow.
would sit down, have these Zoom meetings that were like therapy, where we started from childhood, we moved through my life, and then we spent some extra special time going through each season of Drag Race, episode by episode.
Whoa.
So there's a lot in this book. There's a lot, and it was so much tears. I cried every time. I felt like I was back on Drag Race.
Wow.
Wow.
It was pretty hot. He talked to my parents. He
Oh my gosh.
I honestly I found out about myself reading this book that I didn't know because my parents never told me.
Whoa.
And
That's kind of
That's
crazy.
a great marketing pitch.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I mean it is a great marketing bit, but it's also the truth. So, Mom, Dad, if this is your first time listening to Sloppy Seconds, what the
Dare you?
who do you think I am? You are.
That is so. I mean, it's such an accomplishment to be able to come up with a book. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It is cool. I want to do more though, because
Oh.
now that this is done, I'm like, wait, I have so many other stories to tell. I understand why people do memoirs. That Anne Frank, she was a genius. Oh, are you not going to acknowledge Anne Frank's genius
No,
right
I
now?
think she's 100% a genius.
Okay, that's all I
She
was
a
asking
great-
for.
Yes, absolutely.
She documented a very important
Time in her life. And I don't know if she meant for the world to read it.
Okay, have you ever kept a diary though?
No.
Never?
I have.
and
But I stopped because I was like, I don't want people to read this.
Yeah, exactly. But when you were writing in it, were you specifically only writing for yourself? Because
Yes, I was writing my experience for myself.
You
to
were writing for an
remember these
audience because
moments.
you always knew you're going to become an elite.
yeah, I never
An elite
could.
An elite
celebrity.
celeb.
What the am I doing for me when the world wants to know? You know?
I guess.
So you're a sociopath.
But the
wish-
book is not out yet.
No,
it comes
It's
out
not.
in.
It comes out on June 19th.
Pre-order it at allaboutevie.com.
Wow, she really does her research.
And
I sure
we'll
do.
Be right back.
For decades, LGBTQ plus people have been targeted, harassed, and attacked. But the Human Rights Campaign and its supporters kept showing up, fighting for the rights of all people to be safe being themselves. Now, with extreme legislative attacks on LGBTQ plus people across the country, they need our help to show up again. This Pride, donate by visiting hrc.org/givepride, and they'll send you their iconic equality sticker.
And we're back. Are you excited for Wicked?
Yes.
Great. So now we're going to play a little game based on the 2008 Tyra Banks interview with Beyonce entitled Beyonce, Say My Name, Say My Name. The interview that caused Beyonce to stop doing interviews. I'm going to ask you a series of questions that slightly rhyme with your name, and you will have to rapid fire answer back.
Slant rhymes.
Mhm.
And this is going to be called
Slant My Name!
Bitch.
Yvie Oddly. What's the skeeviest thing you've ever done?
Um, like today, probably. I don't know what skeevy means.
I don't know what skeevy means either. I thought skeezy.
Yeah, it is skeezy. Skeezy oddly?
Skeevy.
It's a slant rhyme.
Skeezy slant rhymes more than skeevy. Skeevy is
Skeevy,
actually
definition. Morally or physically repulsive. Disgusting or sleazy.
Okay, yeah.
How many times you today?
1.5.
Couldn't finish it.
I plan on doing it later with all this new spank bank.
Oh, you were edging up.
I was edging. I'm about.
There
but
you go.
I'm trying to save it for the end of the pod.
Yeah. Hold off till we hit that G-spot button.
Yvie, ugh. Yvie Broadly, people love you so much. In broad terms, like broad like your shoulders,
Bitch.
what do you see as your biggest appeal?
That's
Legitimate.
broad.
Now wait a
That's
minute.
broad.
Now wait a
Legitimate.
minute. I
Okay.
thought you got mad at them for always making jokes about you.
No, I got mad at them for literally only making jokes about
yeah,
me.
that's true.
My personality on that show was like, my
And they were like,
more about me. I
That
don't
T.S. Madison
shower.
song.
Leafy Oddly. Do you like weed? You smoke the flower?
I don't like it, but I have to smoke it every day, all the time, out of necessity.
Such an unhinged.
We be Oddly. We be all night.
It started out rough. We hit it.
We got there. You got there at the end. Weavy Oddly. You ever get into like sewing?
I glued Barbie hair to my hair once when I wanted a mohawk.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try that one again because it took
Do
me
you
a minute.
understand
Yes.
what that says?
Well, because you started it weird. Weavy Oddly. You ever get a sew in, or like do you like human units?
I glued Barbie hair into my head once.
Yvie Shoddy, have you ever spent a lot of money on something custom and the workmanship was just shoddy? Like, do you want to call the person out right now?
I would. That ugly spike thing I wore on All Star 7, the one that looks like the same spike creation bitches are doing on stilts.
Yeah.
I gave Pissy Pussy 3 months to make my childhood dream outfit. This bitch got back to me a week before I left saying, "Oh, I really don't think I can like make what you're thinking work," and shipped me a piece of garbage that was broken and something else I didn't ask for that he spent like all of his time also up terribly. And that was my time being like, you know what? I'm on All Stars. I need to work with a designer who's not my friends. That. Go to your friends. You know that if their shit is messy, you can yell at them later. You can burn their house down. I don't know where Pissy Pussy lives.
I have heard that about them. Needy Oddly. When are you your most needy? Whoa. When are you your most needy? Sorry, it's the second Red Bull. Just kidding.
Ooh. Ooh. My most needy before sex.
And then after, you're like, get away from me.
Yeah, I'm like, I have things to do.
I got business to get to.
like more sex.
You're a whore. Yvie Godly. You think you're special, don't you?
No, but you do.
Damn, she got me good on that one. And that's true, I am. I'm God's little baby. BB Oddly, you raw.
The laugh.
Ah! What does that mean?
No condom.
I'm
What's
still
a
not.
condom?
I'm still not ready.
Or
yeah.
just until it's raw.
Yeah. I put a condom on and I try and intentionally snap
I
it.
told this story yesterday, but one time I gave a guy a right before he came.
He said, "Let me put a
He
condom
put a
on."
condom on, and I went, "Why are you doing that?" And he said, "So doesn't get everywhere."
And you're like, that's what my throat is for.
And I was like,
And what did he do?
"Put a condom on," and then tied it off.
But I wouldn't have let him finish. I would have like slapped his balls or something.
Or
Like,
just
"Ah!"
been like, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
We were in his car.
And I needed that ride home.
Oh, you had somewhere to be.
Yvie, probably. What's something wild you've never done, but probably would do if someone just asked?
Sloppy seconds.